Rampur Asava, which we'd like to present here. It's finished in Indian red wine cars. First time in the history. I think you have a sample of
Yes,
Asava.
I do. Slightly smaller, but thank you so much for sending me this. My pleasant surprise was at the pot still in Glasgow. So at the time, Rampur was not available in India, so I was in Scotland, and I saw it at this iconic bar. And then the bartender poured me a dram, and she's like, this tastes like lychees. And ever since then, it's that lychee note that sticks with me. Whenever I have a Rampur, which is a select at its very heart, and I believe that's a lychee growing region as well there. But could you take us a little through the rest of the range also? You spoke briefly about the PX, but there's also the double cask, and I believe we have something special today as well.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, so you are actually right. As I told you earlier also, it gives you that sense of tropical fruits. And absolutely right, particular lychees. And it's a subjective taste, but some people say apricots too, but more on lychee. PX is more intense. It's kind of a whiskey which you can enjoy after a good hard meal. This is PX for you. Followed by the Sherry PX launch, we introduced to the world one of the oldest malt out of India, Rampur Indian Single Malt Signature Reserve, celebrating 75 years of Rampur distillery. Only 400 bottles available there worldwide, out of which 355 already sold, retailing at a price of $1,500 in US right now. Why one of the oldest malt out of India? Because it was being aged since the inception of the malt distillery. And I would say it's an absolutely liquid gold when you taste it. There's a snapshot of the bottle behind me, just to have a look for you and just a teaser for you. Amazing dram, and it's something we are kind of very proud of as an Indian. And then we have double cask, which we are actually sipping today. So if you see, double cask is why the name double cask, because 2/3 of its life it was matured in first fill American bourbon cask, then 1/3 of its life in sherry oloroso cask. So it takes the best part of both the worlds, and it's more rounded, it's more delicate whiskey. Again, it's sweety, it's floral. It's that character of Rampur is still there. When you swirl around the tongue, you can feel those fruitiness and tropicalness, but it's more easy to drink. It's delicate whiskey. We travel around the world and we get different kind of feedbacks. For select, once we were in Scotland, somebody told me it's like my breakfast whiskey. It's very fruity. It's very sweet. So I can pour it over my porridge and drink it along with it. I said, wow. Then we happened to taste PX. They said, oh, it's my desert whiskey. That was one of the gentlemen in Australia said, I can finish my dessert and have it with it. So, and double cask, it's kind of an everyday whiskey. It's so delicate. It's so nice. Now, much more exciting thing, much more towards Indianness as we spoke. We just happened to launch Rampur Asava, which we'd like to present here. This is, if you're talking about Indianness, this is actually India. In this, what we have done, as I told you, Indian weather conditions, Indian barley, Himalayan waters. Yes, it's aged in first fill bourbon cask, but it's finished in Indian red wine cask. First time in the history of single malt making, it's been finished in Indian red wine cask, specifically Cabernet Sauvignon, if you see here. And we proudly pronounce it as the Indus route. So if you see here on the back of this, I would just like to unbox this, Uday. And,
please.
If you allow me. So See, if we generally do what we do, this is again Rampur. We generally have this nice silk pouch,
Mhm.
um, kind of to represent India. We generally do this in our packaging, which gives a wholesome look to it. Already stolen some grams out of it.
Oh
Now, if
yeah,
you see, oh, there, see the color.
the color, yeah.
It's more reddish. It's more on the winey reddish tone, which uh, which comes out after finishing in the Indian red wine cask. Um, I think you have a sample of a
Yes, I do. Slightly smaller, but
of
thank you
me.
so much for sending me this. I've literally, guys, I've been waiting for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now to open this bottle. So the time has come.
So I'll just pour this, and if
Please.
you love to taste along with me, you are most welcome to do.
Oh, I'd love to. So what I've done is I've got the Select and the Asava. You can see the difference in color right here. Uh, and I've been waiting to compare these two, and I've got the double cask as well. So.
Yeah. So see this again. The color is amazing.
Mhm.
It's and see the lakes you can see on the glass. It shows that whiskey has been matured for fairly long time. That oiliness, that lakes, that comes with the great
Oh yeah.
maturation. So again, the taste profile, the nose, you have that. You can feel that sense of floralness inside that.
It's kind of like a dry spice as well.
Yes, a hint of spice. Oh,
Mm.
it's more on the black cherry, black currants, those kind of black dried fruits. A hint of tobacco as well.
Mhm. I love the mouthfeel. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to finishing the rest of this, and
Hmm.
picking up a full bottle soon.
So that's why Uday, what we told you more about Indianness, and technically, as a conscious call, we don't do any PT whiskey because we want to retain the soul character of India. We would love to come out with all these expression. Since India doesn't grow peat, we don't generally don't do a PT whiskey. That's why.
I understand. But this is fabulous. I'm going to spend more time after our conversation going through each of these, and I'll put out a post as well, guys. But another question that I had, Kunal, because we are talking about the Indianness and we're talking about taking Indian single malt to the world. Increasingly, over the past decade and a half, we have the three flagship Indian single malt brands, and hopefully more to come. So, how do you see the category growing, and also how do you see Rampur growing both globally? And I'm sure the Indian whiskey enthusiasts would love to know more about what we're going to get in India.
Lovely. Yeah. No, definitely. Uday rightly said. We have a long way to go. All three of us are doing a great job. We should be the flag bearers of the Indian single malt going forward. Um, Trust me, we are the world. We are categorized into world whiskey, like what the Japanese single malt did, like Taiwanese single malt did, are doing, like the Irish single malt are doing. We as Indian single malt as a category should grow. We should maintain the high standard of our product in terms, be it the liquid, be it the packaging, everything. Every different distillery can do their own way of expressing out with their expressions. We have a huge way to go, and we have a great future to look at it, because when you go out and have these tasting runs outside of India, it's an amazing response, be it any of us. So that's what, yes. In terms of Rampur, what we're looking at, we have got uh, 14 different kind of cask available with us, which I can't kind of divulge details with you right now, but we are exciting times to come in near future, and we'll surprise you every year for sure.
Looking forward to it. But what are we going to see in India in the near future? What releases can we expect?
Okay, from Rampur side, we did Rampur Select earlier. Now we are launching Rampur Double Cast next month in Delhi. So that will be a first,
Oh,
was a phase-wise launch, state-wise. So Delhi would be launched first. and it will be Rampur double cask followed by other states.
Lovely, lovely. So, sticking to India, this is a question that I've been asking for quite a while now. You've been building your visitor center out at Rampur Distillery, right? When can we visit? When is it going to be open?
Me too. So yeah, the work started, everything was about to finish, but due to this coronavirus, everywhere,
Mhm.
it's getting a little more delayed. But the wait is about to get over early next year. So love to visit myself and call you over there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard great things about the scale of the plant, and there's so much to see as well. So I can't wait to come over. But Kunal, is as always such a pleasure speaking with you, and I really enjoyed the asaba. Guys, you need to go out and buy this.
Mhm.
Absolutely delicious. But if you want to get in touch with Kunal or know more about Rampur, I'll put all the links down in the description below. They're all Instagram links. Go check out Kunal's profile, Rampur, as well as Jaisalmer Gym. So, Kunal, any parting words?
Yeah, okay. Thank you for having me here on the show, Uday. It was indeed a
Mhm.
pleasure. Um, Love to do such many more sessions with you and with our new expressions. And looking forward to inviting you at our visitor center.
I can't wait. Until then, cheers again, Kunal. Thank you for being here.
Cheers. Thank
Cheers.
you.
So, guys, it was another fantastic session. Thank you so much to Kunal for being here with us and talking all things Rampur. Before I go, I have to ask you, as always, to please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you know every time we have a new video on here. Until next time, guys, cheers.